Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears of War E-Day video. Today we're going to be discussing release date update, game development and more in Gears of War E-Day. Gears of War E-Day was revealed at the Xbox Game Showcase by the Coalition Studio, and it's truly brought Gears of War back to the gaming conversation online, as both Gears of War fans and Xbox gamers alike share a lot of hype and buzz surrounding the Gears of War E-Day announcement, with of course a lot of questions seeking answers, which is what I want to focus on right now for the next few videos, starting off with a release date update and when can we expect to see Gears of War E-Day launch. The Gears of War E-Day trailer introduces us to this defining moment in the Gears of War series that sees the fearsome locusts make themselves known with a brutal ambush from below against the world of Sarah. Here we'll follow younger versions of our series' original heroes, Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago, as they begin their fight against the locust invasion. This event is the catalyst for everything we know and love about Gears of War. Emergence Day is the moment it all comes together. It's the heart of the Gears universe. Everything that happens is shaped by this day. Gears of War E-Day is set 14 years before the events of the original Gears of War and tells the story of the first Locust emergence on Sarah. As the game unfolds, we get to see how an ill-prepared world responds to a threat like the Locust Horde. As the young Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago gaze out into the apocalyptic Locust-decimated ruins of the cog city of Kelowna, chaos and destruction rips through the Syrian civilization, with Locust corpses emerging, bringing in more of the Locust Horde from the Hollow, and the cog scrambles to fight back as the King Raven helicopters fly to action in a planetary wide-scale invasion that wipes out billions and 25% of humanity on Sarah in a single day. As the Gears of War E-Day title card appears, it does not include any type of release date window or opportunity for when the game will officially release. However, it seems like we possibly already know the potential release date based on a few different reasons and sources. Firstly, to begin with, the Gears of War E-Day trailer not including a release date already rules out a possible 2024 release, just because if the game development was that far along, to the point of being close to completion for a release date later this year, then the Coalition Studio would have had no reason to hold back that information and would have included 2024 in the trailer just to add to that hype factor. But instead, the absence of any type of release date just confirms that yes, Gears of War E-Day will not be releasing in 2024, as the Coalition Studio continues to develop the game, requiring more time to work on E-Day, just to make sure that it's the Gears of War game it needs to be for the good of everything that is the Gears community and the Gears franchise. Now, of course, all Gears of War fans and Xbox gamers everywhere would want to see Gears of War E-Day release next year in 2025, which definitely has a high possibility chance of happening, considering how long it's been, with 5 years already since the release of the last mainline Gears of War game in 2019's Gears 5. Well, according to The Verge's Tom Warren, who's been reporting that he was expecting Microsoft to announce the next Gears of War game title in the franchise, which he did report successfully, as we did get with Gears of War E-Day being the Gears game announcement that nobody expected. Tom shared in his Notepad Weekly newsletter his reaction to the Xbox Game Showcase, with Xbox delivering a great variety of much anticipated games, including some gaming insider information regarding Gears of War E-Day's release date, by saying the following. In last week's Notepad, I also said I was expecting to see more of Fable and a 2025 release window, and Microsoft delivered exactly that. Fable's developer Playground Games is best known for the Forza Horizon series that always pushes the visual limits of the Xbox hardware, and it looks like it's going to do the same here. Sources tell me Microsoft is currently targeting Fable to release between October and December 2025, so it could still be another 18 months away. Microsoft ended its show with the Coalition's Gears of War E-Day, the new Gears game I first discussed in April. Built on Unreal Engine 5, Gears of War E-Day is set 14 years before the first Gears game, and once again stars Marcus Phoenix for what is being billed as an origin story. The Coalition is another studio at Microsoft that knows how to push the limits of Xbox consoles, but the last Gears game was released before the Xbox Series consoles even launched. Microsoft didn't put a date or release window on Gears of War E-Day, but a few months back, I'd heard it was targeting a release in 2025 ahead of even Fable, which we just mentioned is looking at between October and December 2025. That may have changed by now, so the lack of a release window gives the Coalition some breathing room here. Either way, I don't think we'll have to wait too long to see how Gears can really push the Xbox Series X and S consoles. While Gears of War E-Day game release next year in 2025 would be absolutely amazing, we don't want to repeat the past with the lackluster launches of both Gears of War 4 and Gears 5, at the releases of both of those previous Gears games, requiring several years of content support updates and development to get the games to a great point that I would just rather wait. Let the Coalition Studio cook and release Gears of War E-Day in 2026 to make sure that it is the best Gears of War game ever and the true honest new Gears of War era that could be, as long as E-Day emerges as the revival that the Gears of War franchise series needs. It also definitely is possible that this could be a reality. As we discussed in several Gears of War 6 news, rumor and discussion videos, there was a Coalition Studio developer leak on ArtStation that showed a senior character concept artist's latest project they've been working on was a unannounced Coalition game set for a 2026 release date, which at the time I speculated and we all assumed that this was Gears 6. However, it very well could be that this unannounced Coalition game planned to release in 2026 is instead in fact Gears of War E-Day, which of course lines up perfectly with possibly a November 2026 release to mark the occasion and celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Gears of War franchise, since this series begun, developed by Epic Games and released on the Xbox 360, redefining gaming for generations as a timeless gaming franchise that is very close to emerging again to the limelight of gaming as we see it. What's super interesting is that if you are a Gears of War veteran like me who has been playing Gears of War for all 18 years, you will remember that the advertisement marketing for the original Gears of War game included the slogan of Emergence Day as the initial November 7, 2006 release in North America, and what a perfect way to bring it back full circle than have the return of Gears of War with an Emergence Day game released 20 years after the original E-Day to mark the beginning of where Gears of War started all those years ago. Next up, discussing Gears of War E-Day game development, especially related to the release date. Since the Gears of War E-Day announcement, I went to LinkedIn to look up several Coalition developer profiles to see if we could find anything regarding how long possibly Gears of War E-Day has been in development, and I definitely found some interesting results. To begin with, Matt Cersei, who is the creative director at the Coalition Studio, and I've had the opportunity to meet in person at the Gears 5 launch event in London, who was a part of the Xbox Wire post and recent Coalition interview roundup, has been at the studio for a very long time, over 10.5 years since January 2014, when Microsoft acquired the Gears of War franchise from Epic Games, starting off as a campaign design director before being promoted to studio creative director in June 2020, being over 4 years ago now, which would definitely be a huge amount of time if that was mostly spent working on Gears of War E-Day. But I would also assume that all of 2020 and even going into 2021 was mostly spent by the Coalition Studio working with Unreal Engine 5 and learning all of the toolsets and features available to get the studio up to speed with UE5 for the future of Gears. Next up, Nicole Fawcett, who is the studio brand director at the Coalition Studio for Gears of War, who also took part in the interviews alongside Matt, providing amazing insight into where the Coalition are currently at with Gears of War. Nicole worked on Gears of War in the past as a senior global brand manager on Gears for almost 4 years, before working on Forza Horizon 5, and then returning to Gears of War as the studio brand director at the Coalition itself for 2 years and 3 months. Then lastly, we have Leo Texia, a senior game producer at the Coalition who reps the Xbox Game Studio banner proudly, as you should with the return of Gears. Has been working at the Coalition for over 10 years, all across TC's Gears game titles ranging from QA lead on Gears of War Ultimate Edition, associate producer, gameplay and studio release manager in Gears of War 4, multiplayer, gameplay and level designer producer on Gears 5, to most importantly for this video, a senior gameplay sandbox producer for the last 3 years and 10 months since September 2020, who is currently spearheading Gears of War E-Day gameplay development using Unreal Engine 5, overseeing the planning, execution and evaluation of milestones for the gameplay sandbox team, consisting of over 40 staff across various game dev roles, which could possibly be our best look at maybe how long Gears of War E-Day has been in game development, just because you would only be working on gameplay and the sandbox in a brand new Gears of War game. Overall, I do believe now that we finally got a new Gears of War game announcement with the reveal of the Gears of War E-Day trailer, that this next upcoming Gears of War game will be releasing in the next 2 years of either 2025 or 2026, and we will be playing Gears of War E-Day come November 2026 to celebrate Gears' 20th birthday. It's of course a matter of which year it will be, and there are a few opportunities where we could find out. Whether that be with Xbox at Gamescom in August, the Coalition Studio making an appearance on the Xbox Developer Direct next year in January 2025, now that the game is officially announced, or possibly if Gears of War E-Day is still a while out for a 2026 release, then we may just have to wait till the next Xbox game showcase in June 2025. For right now though, we have a new Gears of War game announced with E-Day. We made it, Gears fam, Gears of War really truly is back. Everything that happens in Gears of War E-Day will shape the future of Gears of War for the better, as the events of the game not only serve as an exciting origin tale of two beloved characters in Marcus Phoenix and Dominic Santiago, but it also adds detail and context to this period that will resonate through new Gears of War stories that will follow after E-Day. This is the Gears of War story you've always wanted to hear, and according to the Coalition themselves, it's going to be incredible. So of course, to keep up to date with everything Gears of War E-Day, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on to not miss out on a single video. We are trying to reach 100,000 subscribers, because what better time to be a Gears of War fan than right now, as Gears fans everywhere worldwide gear up and get ready for a whole new future generation of Gears of War that is finally here as we take the fight to the Locust Horde on Emergence Day. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What do you believe the Gears of War E-Day release date will be? And when do you think we can expect this game to launch? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. If you do enjoy my Gears of War content and want to see even more videos, there is a playlist on my YouTube channel containing all of my other Gears of War E-Day videos so far. If you do want to check out more like this one, click the join button to become a YouTube channel member to gain access to emotes, channel badges, and most importantly, early access to all new videos before anyone else. I want to give a big shout out to all of the members on screen for becoming a Shadow Knight YouTube channel member. I truly appreciate your support. So there you have it, guys, full details on Gears of War E-Day, release date update, game development, and more. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you already. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.